Hi, this is Arvind. In this video, we'll talk about the possible errors in non-PO invoices. Since these are the non-PO invoices and does not have a purchase order, a standard purchase order in place, so there is every possibility of making errors, and that errors can lead to a duplicate payment or an excess payment to the vendor or the supplier. And hence, we'll need to be very careful in this process to make sure that there is no room for error before at the time of processing those non-PO invoices. So let's talk about the possible errors in the non-PO invoices. Let's begin with wrong invoice number. Some invoices may not have invoice number, or AP associate may punch a wrong invoice number. So that is leading to high risk of duplicate payment and difficult to trace back invoice in future without correct reference details. Example, an invoice of rupees or $1,250 is wrongly punched as 1,520. We end up making an overpayment of rupees 270 or $270. If this is one-time non-PO supplier, then it is difficult to recover this amount. Such losses can be avoided only through 100% maker-checker review and additional control. There is a separate module on duplicate payments that explains reasons and controls to avoid duplicate payments. This video is already uploaded. Please watch again if you have any doubts around the same. Incorrect invoice amount. So incorrect invoice amount may lead to excess or short payment to vendor and cannot be traced until maker and checker process is established. So what's important is for non-PO invoices, maker checker process is very critical. There has to be 100% maker checker process established for all the non-PO invoices. Invoice date or due date. So error in invoice date or due date may lead to delay of payment, having cascading impact on losing payment discounts and service disruption. Best example is delay in electricity bill. So when I say delay in electricity bill is primarily delay in electricity bill payment that may lead to late payment fees and in worst cases suspension of the electrical supply. So another example could be losing discount on invoices on that vendor would have offered if paid before time. So invoice date error generally happens due to invoice date formatting. Maybe your company is following a DDMMYY format, that means starting with dates and then month followed by year. And some suppliers are following MMDDYY format, that is starting with month and then date followed by year. So that may cause confusion to the accounts payable department, and sometimes they get confused with those dates and then they put a wrong date. So these are generally few of the examples because of which a wrong date is input by the associate. Payment types. This is tricky. Instead of choosing electronic payment, if the payment type of cash or check is selected, that may lead to fraud. People with wrong intentions, I meant fraudsters, know many tricks how to take advantage of such payment of type fraud. Soon we will share separate video on the accounts payable frauds. Errors related to tax liability. So errors related to tax liability may lead to over and underpayment and also penalties can be levied. Besides this, this also impacts company reputations. So errors related to tax, repeat again, errors related to tax liability. So errors related to tax liability may lead to over and underpayment and also penalties that can be levied. Besides this, it also impacts company reputation. Incorrect approval. Incorrect approval is another error that may happen. This is a control failure that can lead to duplicate payments and frauds. So invoice on hold gets processed is another internal failure. This generally happens either due to loose internal controls or weak communication between the finance team and business. Let's take an example. Approved invoice processed by AP associate and submitted for payment, and during the same time, business takes a decision to hold the payment and informs back to AP team. But communication fails in between and the payment gets released. Such hold on payment request during the last moment happens either due to significant fault in the service or material delivered or other disputes. All I'm trying to say is that while the business has approved the invoice and invoice has reached to finance for the processing, and while invoice is getting processed for the payment, during the same time, the business found some issues in terms of the material delivered or services delivered, and they asked to have an immediate stop. But that communication does not happen seamlessly, and because of which the payment get released to the vendor. Incorrect cost center. Posting to incorrect cost center is frequently observed. This is not a significant issue as impact is internal to business and can be rectified by posting adjustment journal entries. I can give an example. An expense related to Department 1 is wrongly debited to Department 2. So, Department 1 expense is debited to Department 2. Incorrect expense GL code. Incorrect expense GL. Incorrect GL code selection for a non pay invoice leads to wrong entry and incorrect expense posting. This is generally identified by the general ledger team during the month end reconciliation, and as a corrective measure, adjustment entries are posted. Please note, error type shared in this video is just an indicative list to help you understand the concept. We have exhaustive list that has error reasons, best practices and controls. You will find the same in our learning modules. Subscribe this channel for F&A knowledge. Remember, there is always a demand for the right talent and we help you build the same. Keep learning and stay tuned with us. Thank you.